Hello there, folks, and welcome back to the Elbonian Department of Defense. Things have been, how
Busy.
do you say, busy. Life has been busy. I want to die sometimes. But, that's not an actual issue. Now, what is an actual issue is these things. We got a bunch of these LVT-4 water buffalo Amtraks. Now, they're really useful. The
Quite.
problem is that they are from 1943.
So a bit old. Needs a bit of love.
Yeah, a bit old, a bit cringe, honestly.
Oh my god.
They use a radial engine. I'm allowed to be upset at them.
I yeah, you get a pass. For now.
It's it's a Wright R670. I mean, God's sake.
Yeah, alright. I'll let you have that one. So, what is on the docket for this update?
Well, among other things, we're going to need a new engine. We want to expand it to turn its capability of transporting one entire Jeep into a transport capability for some bigger items.
So we're upping it from a troop transport to
Well, it can still be a troop transport. In fact, we could probably carry about half a platoon in here.
we're upgrading it from just a troop transport to something a little
Yeah,
more heavy duty.
formidable.
All right. All right. I like it.
So
So, where are we
we're
starting?
gonna add we're gonna add like maybe 2 feet width to this thing, and also I'm gonna say we should probably make it a little longer as well.
Are we a little worried about wash since this is an LVT, making it bigger?
A little bit. The main issue I think is just length to beam ratio. If it gets too wide without getting much longer, it'll start having issues with going in a straight line.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Going in a straight line sounds
Yeah.
important.
Long story short, short but wide vessels turn very easily, but also have trouble with not turning. And long but very thin vessels go great in straight lines, but are
Bad at
have
turning.
some issues when you introduce them to anything that is not straight lines.
All right. All right. I see it. I see it.
So we've made it slightly wider, slightly longer, and of course this is to accommodate an important facet of our military. If I can find it.
We can find our heavily detailed design
Our
specs.
This is to accommodate. Hang on, it's not quite to scale.
It's not quite to scale. Yeah, we're
Thankfully, just like its commander, the Panzer II has emerged, and one might say it's come out of hiding to fit into the back of the transport. So we'll just do. That's why we've widened it by about 2 feet because it's exactly wide enough to fit this thing. We will
just
probably
barely.
have to take the side skirts off, but we'll ignore that problem until it actually becomes a problem.
Well, I mean, if we're using them for landing, they're probably gonna need to be a little lighter anyway. So
It'll be fine.
we'll let the commander deal with that. It's not our
We
problem.
will let the commander deal with that. It'll be up to unit's discretion. How about that? Except it won't, because I'm lying. We can't actually do that. So we do have guns on it. The LVT is this variant specifically we bought from Britain. It's actually shockingly well armed. The problem is that the British are cringe and put only a 20 mm pulse and autocannon on here, and I'm pretty sure that's a Beza machine gun.
Yeah, survey says probably.
So I'm going to use something we have a surplus of. You might remember these from our Churchill improvement project.
Oh boy, the favorite.
They're actually shockingly similar in size. A Bradley is only slightly shorter than these. Now, as usual, we're also going to do our special, unique, bespoke upgrade type of putting toes on both sides. let me drop line width a little bit. Text is a little too big.
Need big text.
2 times the tow missiles. I'll knock that down as far as it'll go.
2 times the toes. I like
Twice the toes, twice the
how it
tank.
instantly lost all of its pixels.
Don't worry about it.
The
Our
joys of advanced design software.
Our advanced software suffers no issues. Now, this is a cringe, weak, terrible 8mm Mauser machine gun. Now, I think we can do better. In fact, I know for a fact we can do better, because they also put a different thing on here. Now, if I can find it, thank you. Now we'll gently buzzsaw off the mount for that. And we will install we'll just cut off the lower section of that. Then we'll go back in and we'll put it in another big shielded mount facing backwards, I think, because who needs more forward firepower? Maybe it'll point to the sides or something, but like,
Yeah.
you know, we got plenty of forward firepower thanks to installing that Bradley turret on there.
Yeah, definitely. We don't have to worry about that forward fire.
Yes, yes, sirree. We don't gotta worry about it. There will never be any issues associated with this whatsoever.
Design flaw? What's that?
Now, the obvious, of course, intent of this is that this is removable so we can put a tank in the back. And that's because we don't want to make these amphibious. Because amphibious tanks suck.
Yeah.
It's going to come back to bite me whenever we talk about the PT-76, because I am going to force the issue on that one someday.
We'll force the issue soon.
Another day. But I think it's a good idea to be able to carry some of our light tanks, maybe like a Humvee or something in the back of this. However, I'm looking at the stats on our highly advanced technical database, and it claims that the armor is 1.5 inches at the thickest.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but that seems a little lacking.
Yeah, incredibly lacking.
Now, I say since we've made it slightly bigger, we can give it a little bit more armor, since, yeah, it's going to be heavier, but it's also going to have more space for air, so it's more buoyant. I think that's how buoyancy works.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
But you know what we could really do? We could make it composite aluminum like the Bradley's armor, so it fits with the turret, and that'll make it lighter again.
I I yes. Right? Yeah, yes, that makes sense.
That's definitely how it works.
I I see, I understand.
We'll just give it distinct engineering markings to denote the advanced aluminum alloys we're using. And for the engineers to know that it should, in fact, be our wonderful advanced aluminum composite. So, yes. I think this is brilliant with no faults.
No faults at all.
Now, we need suggestions from the crowd. What are you thinking?
Um fuck, I'm not I don't know. Uh ugh. We still need to overhaul. You were talking about oh my god. Well, we were talking about the engine needing an overhaul already anyway. So
I'm pretty sure that's up in here. We'll just make it I'm too tired to look it up right now. A big diesel.
Big diesel engine, better engine. I I don't want to have to research what engine either.
Like, it's a Wright R670 in the original. I don't want to go looking for an engine that's got approximately the same volume right now. I've done this multiple times before. We're just gonna assume I found one.
I am I am fairly certain that that a truck engine could accomplish something similar.
Yeah, but those are big.
Yeah, fair. Obviously, we just slam
We
it.
could just steal the engine from the M113.
Yeah, that was gonna be my guess. Is either we steal it from the M113 or we stick a jet engine in there. Because why not? That always works great, doesn't it?
And now, you might say, if you have M113 engines, why don't you just get M113s? And you see the difference is the M113 can swim, but can the M113 swim?
Can it swim?
Besides, the M113 doesn't carry an entire Panzer II in it. Granted, neither does the LVT-4, but we can make it fit.
The LVT-4 will make it fit.
You know, we will just make it bigger. That can have no drawbacks.
A drawback? What's the drawback?
It's what I do when I press Control Z. Hmm. Let's think. Let's think a little outside of the box. Actually, speaking of boxes,
Oh no.
I think I think it's in need of some extra protection.
Oh god. Whoa. Extra protection upon the.
Whoa, extra protection be upon me. The ERA bricks have
You
arrived.
can just I think you can just copy and paste the bricks. You don't have to.
No,
Anyways.
it's not working.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Anyways, the bricks.
Yes. This
Uh,
is a great idea that he'll have no problems to it whatsoever. I'm
well,
certain the ERA won't mind being exposed to a little water.
I'm sure salt water has no drawbacks when exposed to explosives.
Elbonian has like 5 miles of coastline. It's fine. We're mostly going to cross rivers with this.
Fair. Now I'm worried about it being a little too long.
Actually, somebody check the map of Elbonia for me. You Smithers, go get the Elbonia map. We'll have to find that later. Actually,
Schmitters, bring me the map of Elbonia.
yeah. But we have absolutely lovely explosive reactive armor now. We'll just say this covers the front too, and add some more.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
There's enough ERA on there.
Hmm.
We've gotten the point across.
So let's see. We've protected ourselves from things like heavy machine guns and from tanks. What are
Our
some other things that could menace an
a
amphibious vehicle?
aircraft,
Hmm.
which you could say that the Bradley turret has the capability to function in the anti-aircraft role. Or we could
That's
or option 2, we just stick a Stinger launcher on it.
hmm. Well, I think the Bradley turret's adequate for helicopters, but I do think we should consider some stingers like a Humvee Avenger. Not quite that big. That's a little too large for this vehicle, but just some stingers. I can't find any good images for advanced software. But I can just draw some tubes and just write stinger on them. I think that'll do fine.
Yeah.
Where would we put them?
Uh well, I good fucking question. Could
Um,
slap them on the back of the turret.
so
Yeah, like
sort of at an upward angle.
yeah, just rear launch turret.
They'll fire over the turret.
Yeah.
That's excellent. They will fire up and over the turret and send the Stinger missiles straight up at any offending aircraft. This good. This good. Aircraft are dealt with. What is the next issue?
Other actual boats. I
Hmm.
I mean, but most of the time, you know, the general firepower.
You know, you get one of these in the water. I think even our Pete's or patrol boat Riverine, the PBR, is going to have some trouble. It's
Yeah.
got that Bradley 25 millimeter cannon, going to blow it to matchsticks. Any other boats, and against like even a destroyer, you can punch some holes in the hull. So
Yeah. So I don't think there's I mean, besides like waterborne obstacles. Like
that's true. Obstacles in the water. What could we do to counter obstacles in the water? Hmm. Any ideas?
I mean, you could there's always the like a push. No, we can't really do that cuz that fucks up the water flow. Uh
Hmm. What if it had some way to cut its way through like tangles of reeds or
yeah,
big
like
clumps
some
of
slicer
branches?
on the front.
What about attaching gigantic saw blades to the front? I think
Uh,
that's a drive sprocket.
I I'm concerned about the impact of that, but
It'll be extremely intimidating.
I yeah, you know what? I think it'll be good enough.
We'll just put a bunch of sharp bits on there,
Yeah, just bits just extra sharp bits.
and it'll be a big, scary buzz saw to cut up all those reeds and logs that get in the way. And you know, if the enemy soldiery happens to be a little too close,
Yeah, that's though I don't
that's a
imagine
problem
it'll,
for them.
that I think that's an issue. I think that's a them issue.
As a friend of mine always says, it sounds like an issue, not an ish me.
Yeah.
All right, having attached Sonic the Hedgehog here, what else are we thinking? We got obstacle clearance. We got firepower, capability to carry an entire light tank,
Uh
and probably like a Humvee. We could probably throw a Humvee Avenger in the back of this thing if we really wanted AA firepower.
it's just transport the AA with you. Yeah. I I don't think there's too
Armored
much
vehicle.
firepower that we can't really set more firepower on it. We said we're going to give it a better
It's
engine.
true.
We've dealt with waterborne
True.
obstructions or just obstructions in general with our saw blades.
That's true.
Um,
I feel like we could put more gadgetry in here though.
yeah. Is there anything? I'm trying to think of something that does it need a laser warning? Does it need an LWS?
Laser warning receiver
Yeah,
or a laser warning system.
like a laser warning
It
receiver.
is probably going to encounter tanks. I mean, it's got those tow missiles, so clearly it's supposed to fight them.
Are you
My
know
plans.
we just worried about getting lased by some hellfires or whatever's.
Yeah,
You know it's slow and clunky, so give it
yeah,
a
a little bit. We'll
get
put some laser warning receivers in here, and we'll put them. Here,
and
we'll put them. right up here, above the water line, where they'll be completely safe from water.
Yes, completely. Oh, what about, do we need a fuck, brains. Do we need a smoke generator somewhere in there? Do we want to set up
Well, we have some smoke grenade launchers on the
on
side of the
the
turret.
Bradley, but do we want any
The
greater?
Bradley turret.
Do we want
The
it to be
problem
capable
is,
of any greater?
I'm pretty sure the exhaust is like over the sides or something. So I don't really know.
Yeah, all
Actually, I
right.
have no clue where the exhaust on this thing is. Um, we could put more smoke grenade dispensers or dischargers, as it were. There, we'll just. There we go. Actually, hang on. I can do better than that.
Yeah, just something to extra smoke.
Plenty of smoke, and if Elbonia really feels like it, maybe something else, like glow sticks.
Willy Pete. What?
No, no, we would never. That'd be illegal. Elbonia is a law-following nation, part of the rules-based order. Hang on, that's right on top of the receiver. Let's
Uh,
not do that.
yeah. But yeah, laser warning, some extra smoke just in case. I think that's probably enough gadgetry.
I think your ideas drastically improve this vehicle.
We have countered the issue. Laser guided weaponry
Yeah, we have stopped all laser guidance systems
and visual guidance. Hopefully,
and visual guidance. We've put a big saw on the front.
we have a weapon for morale, a weapon for tanks, a weapon for aircraft, and a tank in the
Yeah.
back.
Which if the carrier can't handle it, then clearly the tank in the back can.
Yes, a second gun that will solve all of our issues.
More guns and anti-tank missiles, and it doesn't actually need an active protection system because the tank in the back has an active protection system,
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Yeah,
and that's how active protection works. It just protects you if you have it.
yeah,
It
that
doesn't
that
need line of sight or anything.
yeah, no, it's obvious that it just works that way. All right,
Clearly,
all right. I think we have a good product here. What's your opinion on the matter?
I think we need to stamp a name on it.
Ooh, yeah. What do we want to call it though?
Hmm. Well, its former name was the Water Buffalo. What if we called it the Hippopotamus?
I was gonna say water moccasin, but yeah,
No,
hippopotamus.
no, no, no. Water moccasin implies elegance.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. This is more of a force. Yeah, no, I like hippo. I like a hippopotamus.
We'll save water moccasin for something else.
We'll save. I mean, we could probably call the boat that the PT.
You're a genius. Excellent. Our PBR water moccasin and the hippopotamus.
The hippopotamus.
LVT-4A5 hippopotamus or some crap. I don't know. We'll just call it the LVT-4 hippopotamus.
Yeah, the LVT hippo, uh, LV
Hippopotamus.
hippopotamus, hippopotamus,
Himbopotamus.
himbopotamus.
All right, excellent work.
All right,
Every day we draw
that's
closer
it.
to getting the Navy to tell us what the fuck is in that big warehouse.
Well, I've narrowed it down. It's warehouse number 3.
That's
So
excellent.
all they really don't bring any fuel in there though. That's what concerns me. I haven't seen any fuel go in, so it means it's not moving.
No, I think we need to do a surprise inspection. Make a
Yes.
shakedown, see if there's any sympathizers for old Generalissimo in there, eh?
Yeah, I think that's the only way they'll let us get in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Uh,
Excellent work. That's a wrap.
and end of brief. Get home safe, y'all. Have a good one.
Get home safe. Have a good one. If you like the video, do the thingamajigs. You know the buttons. I don't need to tell you.
Yeah, the buttons. Hit the buttons. The good buttons. Bye bye.
Alright, folks. That's the end of today's presentation. I'm glad for the assorted personnel that have showed up. Jared the janitor. Dave from Cadet School. Good to see you, Dave. Yeah, you. Uh, I'm just glad we got everyone here. What few people have actually showed up to watch this, probably very cringe, but in my opinion, at least mildly entertaining video. But in all seriousness, if you liked the video, there is a button for that. I know, amazing. And if you actually like the garbage this channel produces, you might even consider pressing the little subscribe thingy and pressing the bell button because it turns out when you subscribe to things, you do not get notifications unless you opt into those. YouTube is very annoying about that. Why am I doing this now? It's very simple. Because studies have shown that if you say this at the end of a video, more people do it. Amazing. I know. If you've somehow gotten this far, congratulations. If you're a bot, thanks, I guess. Yeah,